Here we go. Because for editing, it's way easier. Okay, perfect. So I know this is going to sound crazy, but I know you guys rock with my crazy always, which I love you guys for that. Let me just get it up here so that way I have it. Okay, so I don't know about you guys, right? And I know you guys know how I am when it comes to like the astrological stuff. It goes in one ear, out the other. I love to listen to it. I love like the confirmations, but for me, it just doesn't resonate as much. And I know that there's like a lot happening up there. I'm not going to get into that, but I just know that there's a lot going on. But for me personally, I have been feeling very, and that word overwhelm is coming up again, but it's not just that. It's almost like a sense of waiting, but not sure what I'm waiting for. It's been very, very interesting. And it's almost like an annoyance because at this point, I'm like, all right, I kind of want to know where I'm going and what I'm going after right now, even though, like, again, I'm speaking very generalized because I don't have facts, if that makes sense. I know that this future version of me is there and she's right there, and I can like touch her hand and we can like shake hands real quick, but I'm still not stepping into it as of yet, but I know it's like I'm on the precipice of something. And I know for myself personally, there's big changes that are going to be happening. I just don't know what those changes are. But I do know that the things that used to work for me in the past, or the things that used to call me in the past that would spark joy, are no longer doing that for me anymore. And I'm trying not to force, we're at this place right now. And I know we spoke about this a little bit last week, especially within this cohort. We're at this place where I'm making it very intentional that I'm choosing things that definitely spark that joy for me. So, like, it's like a definite hell yeah situation, right? So, if it's not a definite hell yeah situation, and it's not a definite no, that weird gray area is kind of where I've been a little bit lately, and it's been annoying to say the least, because it's not where I've been before, and I don't want to sound like, and if I'm rambling, guys, please just say it in the chat and bring me back. But oh yes, me too. Okay, I'm glad I'm not alone. It's not the same gray area as before. I feel like the gray area that I was in before was more of like a planting seeds era, where it was like taking things slow and being the hermit and planting the seeds and doing the things that I know are going to get me to move the ball forward. Right now, it's almost like I'm at a standstill where it's like I don't know what forward looks like, so I have to take the tiniest little baby steps forward, but I also know that I'm not going to go backwards. And the things that were working for me before, I'm not committing to because I know that they're not going to work for me moving forwards, and they're not screaming hell yeah to me. So I'm at a place where it's like, what the heck? So, and it's almost like it's sparking annoyance for me. Like I'm annoyed because I'm like, hello, it's like April 28th of 2026. The year started months ago. Like I thought I would know like where I'm going right now. And so much has changed within my business model as well, but nothing feels like this is it. Like I got it. This is where we're going now. Let's run with it. And I thought by now I would be there. So it's like disappointment, annoyance, and almost like, what the hell? So that's where I am. And I just wanted to be very open and vulnerable about that because I spoke about this on my live on my Cafe Con community yesterday. Because a lot of what I work through, you guys, it's in real time. Well, actually, let me not say that. A lot of what I teach to you guys, it's stuff that I've gone through. So I want to make sure whenever I'm teaching something, like whenever we do the chats or I'm teaching curriculum, it's something that I know works for either me or my clients. Like I have receipts, like I'm like, this has worked. Like we have evidence, and then I teach it, right? But this right here, what I'm talking about, I'm going through it with you guys in real time. So it's hard to talk about it. And I feel like I want to talk about it because if you're there as well, I want you to know that you're not alone. And I don't want us to revert back to old ways, old thinking. Like it's almost like when you go on a diet and you're like, or working out, right? And you hit that plateau and you're like, forget it. It's not working. I've plateaued for X amount of weeks. I'm giving this whole thing up. F it. it's going out the window, like I'm giving up. I don't want us to do that, which is why I'm saying it all out loud because I know in my heart of hearts there's something coming. I just don't know what that is. And for me personally, it's been really, really difficult because I'm going to try not to get emotional saying it out loud. It feels as though I'm going to have to kind of not step away, but like say goodbye a little bit to like the makeup part of me. So even if that includes not being a makeup artist per se, because I feel like I've already started being very intentional about the jobs that I choose and the schedule I want. So for me, like when I'm booking, my schedule and my energy take precedence over everything else. And then of course, if it's like a really cool gig and I get very excited about it, it's a hell yeah, I'm doing it, you know. But for me, like when I am booking, it's based upon my schedule and energy. Like that comes number one for me. So I've already been doing that. So it's not that so much. But I will tell you guys, spoiler alert, I feel like with the stuff that I've been working on, the educational component where I've been focusing solely on makeup artists, I don't think that's going to be the case anymore, which is why I keep saying within this program that this will probably be the last time that I run it in this way. Don't get scared. This is not anything with you guys. Things are going to chug along as it is, right? And I hope I'm not scaring anyone. It's just, I think the way that I've been presenting myself as far as like a mindset coach for makeup artists, that I think is going to change. And that is very scary to me because I have been working on this so much and so hard. When I tell you blood, sweat, and tears, I can see that from my inner heart, you guys. It has been such a labor of love, but it has been so freaking hard. It has been so freaking hard. And we know ourselves as makeup artists. We are a different breed. I even had a slogan about us years ago where I called us different breed. We are. We're an enigma. We are a unique niche, okay? And I don't know what it is, but the content that I've been putting on, the stuff I've been doing for whatever reason is not, I personally don't feel like it's resonating with the amount of makeup artists I had hoped that it would. So I feel as though I'm being called to
Oh, expensive.
maybe, oh, Monique, called to step out of my own comfort zone and step out of my own lane. I don't know what this is going to look like. Again, I'm working this out in real time with you guys right now, even me talking. But I want to be vulnerable and I want to be open about it because if this is resonating at least with at least one of you guys, I hope it gives you hope as well that we can still keep putting one foot in front of the other, even though we don't know what's going to happen. And I say that all to say as well, this has nothing to do with my work. This has nothing to do with my content. This has nothing to do with the things that I have been doing personally. And I want you to reflect that on you too. If you feel like you're being pushed out of a certain comfort zone or you feel like you're being called to step in a new direction, it does not mean that you have failed. Okay. And I want to say that out loud. And even if it means that you have failed, then you're failing forward. Either way, to me, that's not like our societal concept of failure, right? Because failure to me is something negative, which I do in this group, at least I try to make that sound differently. I want it to be more positive, just like the word crazy. I don't like putting the word crazy in a negative way. For me, it's a positive thing, actually. And so is failure. So I don't want you guys to ever think that when you have to pivot and change and go in a new direction, or if you're being called to go in a new direction, it doesn't mean that everything that you've done prior to that has been a failure or has been for nothing. It all serves a a reason on your path, and there's a reason why you had to go through certain things. But for right now, I'm having a moment where I'm like, what the hell? And I want to like scream and throw things, and that's okay. That's okay for you too. Beyonce has a really great quote, and I don't want to butcher it up. I think it was either she definitely wasn't on a podcast. It must have been in one of her songs that she said something, or maybe I read it somewhere where she allows herself to like cry for like a good 48 hours. And then after that, she like dusts herself off and she like gets up and moves forward again. Um, so that came to me too, if that helps anyone out there. But I still have hope. I still know that our future versions of ourselves are they're right there, you guys, right there. I know it. We just have to keep showing up for ourselves right now and putting one foot in front of the other and trust that if things look completely different a year from now, that that was the way it was meant to be, no matter how much work we put into certain things. Um, so I wanted to just say that out loud as I'm working through all of that myself. And I will open this up in a minute because I feel like I'm rambling, but I know also, let me just see. Monique, I'm about to do a spoiler alert for The Matrix. If you've never watched The Matrix and you think you might want to watch it, mute me or sign off for a minute and I will text you when we're done talking about it. Or if anyone else do the same. Okay, you guys ready? So you're probably like, why The Matrix? I don't know. I can't even tell you. A lot of the current work that I'm doing and the stuff that I'm researching, especially for the book that I'm writing, I have been tying in what I'm going through literally in real time, the things that I watch, like actual tangible things that I'm going through on a daily basis with my work. And I have no idea why The Matrix came to me. It must have been a book I was reading. I think I was reading a book and they brought up The Matrix for some reason. And I was like, oh, I feel called to like watch that movie again. I've seen it so many years ago, right? And now after I watch the first one, I'm watching the second one, and then I'm gonna have to watch the third one because now I'm into it. But anywho, so if you guys remember in the first one, or maybe you don't, here's a refresher. And if you don't want to hear it, I'll give you 2 seconds, sign off real quick, and then I'll tell you when we're done talking about it. But in the first Matrix, there's a character called the Oracle. So Neo, who is Keanu Reeves' character, like the main character, goes to see this Oracle, and the Oracle is supposed to be the all-knowing person, like she knows everything, right? And basically, the Oracle in the first one tells Neo that he is not the one. He's not the one. She tells him this. And he's like, oh my God. And he's not allowed to tell anybody else that he knows this information. But everyone thinks he's the one. He's this person that's going to save the entire world. And the Oracle legit is like, you're not the one, right? So I put it in Chat GPT. I'm not going to take credit for any of this. I just wanted to put it in just for Chat GPT to break it down a little bit for us because it's kind of a mind, you know what. So, okay. So the Oracle tells Neo he isn't the one, or more accurately, lets him believe that because he needed to choose it for himself. That moment is one of the most important parts of the Matrix. Here's the deeper meaning. She knew he wasn't ready yet. Guys, I'm literally getting chills reading this out loud. Sorry. Again, she knew he wasn't ready yet. The Oracle tells Neo, you've got the gift, but it looks like you're waiting for something. She doesn't really say he lacks the ability. She says he's waiting. At that point, Neo still doubts himself. He hasn't yet fully stepped into who he is. He needed to go through the experience of believing in something bigger than himself, choosing to risk his life for Morpheus, dying, being reborn into his power. So those are the four things he had to go through. Guys, the first one says believing in something bigger than himself. I'm like, can I get an amen? I'm sorry, even if you're not. Sorry, that just came to me. Or can I get a yes, universe, whatever it is that you believe in? Only after that does he truly become the one. Number two, she was guiding him toward the right choice. The Oracle is famous for nudging events without directly controlling them. If she had simply said, yes, you are the one, Neo might have become arrogant, passive, or dependent on prophecy. Instead, by making him think he wasn't the one, she pushed him into a position where his actions came from love, courage, and choice, not destiny. And I want to repeat that again. His actions came from love. We've been talking about this so much in here. our actions out of love, acting out of love, making decisions out of love for ourselves and for others, right? Courage, which is huge. We have to have courage with every single step we make, whether it comes to business, to personal, to conversations, to launching a website, to putting ourselves out there, to doing a live, to showing up at an event, all the things, and choice, which is huge. Choosing to do the thing, choosing to choose the hell yeah, and choosing to say no to the thing that's not sparking us anymore. Let me see how much longer. Oh, it's not that much longer. He chooses to save Morpheus because he believes Morpheus is more important than himself. Ironically, that selfless choice is what proves he's the one. And I want to stop there really quickly because all of us, I was going to say most of us, but all of us in here are heart-centered business owners, entrepreneurs, people, right? And we so selflessly put so many people like others in front of ourselves, right? And right now, we're in this season. If you're in this cohort, this is what we've been focusing on, even on the last cohort, and we're going to be focusing on it even more now, where we are choosing, excuse me, things for ourselves. We're putting ourselves first. We're focusing on ourselves, and it's so, so important. But that doesn't mean that we're not selfless. Like we still are. Choosing ourselves is actually harder, right? So I just wanted to say that as well. And number three, the Matrix's biggest theme, choice. A major theme of the film is that truth can't simply be handed to you. Morpheus says, I can only show you the door. You're the one that has to walk through it. The Oracle follows the same philosophy. She doesn't tell Neo who he is. She creates the conditions for him to discover it within himself. Ugh. Does that not like it's a synopsis for everything that I just talked about, you guys, and I literally got chills saying it, and I feel like the door, every single bit of it. Yeah, I love The Matrix too, but I don't know. It's so funny because I feel like I've been on this earth for a while now with my wisdom. My birthday's coming up, right, you guys? So I've been doing a lot of self-reflection, and there is no coincidence. I don't even, when did The Matrix come out, you guys? I don't even remember. Was it in the 90s? I'm not even sure. I didn't even Google that part of it. It's been so long, right? Why would I get 90s? Okay, why would I get the urge to watch it right now and then to put it in Chat GPT, like break this down for me so I can understand the deeper meaning to? And I'm like, holy crap. Like that is literally like even no one can tell you to walk through the door. No one can tell you what decisions to make. Like I even got up to the part in the part two where I don't want to spoil it for you guys. So if you need to mute me real quick. Okay, in part two, where the Oracle is like asking him if he wants a piece of candy, and Neo's like, "Well, you already know if I'm gonna take the candy or not," and she's like, "Yeah, I do, but you still have to make the choice." Like it's like, what? My mind has been blown and all the things. So I just wanted to share that with you guys because if you're in this season where I am similarly to me right now, again, I just don't want you to think that all the work that you've been doing is for nothing. We're like almost there. And stepping into this future version of us, it's not going to be easy, as we already know. We already chose the path that's chosen. So, you know, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be super fulfilling for sure. But we have to have the faith that something bigger than us is guiding us on this for a reason. And there's a reason why we're here. So it's not by coincidence. And I need to repeat that to myself over and over. I need you guys to repeat that to yourself. And I love that that was like one of the first things stated within that as well. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And again, this is me just unpacking stuff in real time, which I rarely do because I like to have things structured. I like to have notes. I have no notes on this. Nothing. Oh, I can't even show you, but there is nothing on this notepad right now. So this is me just freestyling. And I just wanted to share that with you. So I hope that resonated. I hope that helps anyone that needed to hear it. Change is coming. We just don't know when. We just don't know in what form and what it's gonna look like. I'm still excited and I'm hopeful, but I'm at this point I'm a little mad, and that's okay. And that's okay. All right, guys. I will now open it up for the group call portion. We have a lot of you guys on here, so I want to be make sure to be mindful of that. I will unpin myself. And if anyone needs to go first, and if you want, actually, I'll open up now. If anyone has anything to say to what I just said, feel free to raise